Now, supposedly, this whole thing was shot on an iPhone. Was it really? Like, you can't tell me that's an iPhone. No, it's not an iPhone. Nope. I will say Apple Silicon is actually pretty damn good. As much as I crap over Apple and I hate Apple, I will agree Apple Silicon is actually pretty damn good. So, not quite. I would definitely give that the Macs are pretty damn power efficient, right? But the Samsung laptop does just about everything the Mac does. If I could be mistaken, there could be something I'm missing. I'm gonna keep watching. That's actually pretty impressive. I'm gonna put it out there. That's pretty impressive. Might be able to do simulations on a Mac. That's actually pretty damn impressive. Look, I'm not saying this is gonna make me an Apple guy. We're going to keep watching.
Ray tracing to the Mac for the first time. Ray tracing models the physical properties of light
Just saying, Windows had this for quite a while. We've had ray tracing for a while.
as it interacts with a scene, enabling games.
But to to be fair, this is running off of one chip on a laptop. It would be the equivalent of Intel having one CPU in their laptop running ray tracing and all this. Okay. So this is. See, that's that's where you get me though. Is it worth it for just not even two times faster?
And the M1 family of chips. This is a monstrous improvement for the most demanding graphics tasks.
Performance core. So that's what right there. 15% faster. That's it. Don't get me wrong. That's still impressive, especially with the 3 nanometers and all that shit. But if you had an M2, can you really justify the dropping another $1,600?
M1 family while
I,
maintaining
I,
their
I don't know.
fantastic power efficiency. And the efficiency cores take an even bigger leap in performance from
Okay, so that's efficiency 30% faster than the M2. See, what I'm getting from this, right, is if you had an M1, you should upgrade to the M3, right? If you have an M1, go ahead, upgrade to M3. If you have an M2, you could probably get away with not upgrading for a while.
to 50% faster. We've added these architecture and performance improvements while maintaining our industry-leading performance per watt. Let's look at how far we've come since the M1. This architecture is able to deliver the same.
But where is the M2? I know this, I've already seen this on Twitter all over the place, right? Why not compare it to the M2? That is my concern. Why the hell are you only going to compare it to M1? Which is why I think they're trying to get those on M1 to switch over to M3, right? You're on M1, alright, I'll get the newest thing on M2, you can stay on M2. but I'd still like to see it.
same multi-threaded CPU performance as M1 with just half
If I was to say, I think M2 would probably be like right here. Like from here to here. That would be my guess. If I was to just estimate.
the power, and the GPU is able to deliver the same performance as
That's pretty
M1
impressive.
using nearly half the power as well. These are tremendous gains in performance per watt. Now, when we compare it against the latest 12-core PC laptop chip, it delivers the same CPU performance using just 1/4 of the power. And when we compare it to the GPU performance,
I just wonder how many, because when companies do bench tests, they do the most optimal setting possible. Whether it be your miles per gallon, your power usage, your wattage, all that, efficiency, all that's under best conditions possible for marketing, right? They're not going to sit here and give you lowball numbers. They're going to say, you can reach these. It could be this good. So, I want to see real world numbers. I want to see real world tests.
that chip, Max, also have a faster and more efficient neural engine. That is a breathtaking 60% faster than the M1 family, making AI
That's
even faster.
that's scary, but that's awesome. AI can be pretty scary. I ain't going to sit here and bullshit. AI can be scary in the wrong hands. That's just. Ew.
While keeping data on device.
So that's my biggest concern, though, is the overheating of this device. I have very limited experiences with Macs. However, from my experience, they overheat like a motherfucker. They overheat a lot. Again, I haven't dealt with an M1, M2 MacBook. So it could be different. Absolutely. I'm not. But I'm just saying that is my concern.
60% faster than the 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1. So it's great for working with demanding content across a variety of workflows, such as making intricate 3D models in SketchUp faster than before, or viewing and interacting with large medical images in surgical AR with stunning detail on the XDR display.
That's pretty
And
cool.
hardware-accelerated ray tracing enables gameplay with incredibly realistic.
Gameplay on a Mac. That's. So, okay, we go back here, right? They have this one little fan. This is supposed to be what cools down both CPU and GPU, right? Because it's integrated. And you want me to believe it can run this. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. There is no way the Mac's gonna run this without overheating. I need to see that. I need to see it. Because if my computer tried running that, my 3070 is gonna kick up. So I need to see that one.
Hardware faster than the 16-inch model with M1 Pro. So stitching together.
Again, they only mention the M1. They have M2 up there, but they only mention M1. Which tells me, again, this is directed towards the M1 users.
M3
Okay, hold on. We got a better look at the internals.
Now, let's turn to MacBook.
Okay, right there. So we do have two. Count them, two fans. I will give you, that's some pretty big heat sinks too. Is it gonna cool it? I still gotta see. I gotta see it to believe it. I do not believe. That's my biggest issue with laptops. They're great when they're plugged in, but the moment you unplug the motherfuckers, they just go to shit. Performance drops, the fans get louder, battery gets hotter. I hate laptops. That's why anytime anyone ever asks, so what kind of gaming laptop can I get? I want to smack the shit out of them. You do not get a gaming laptop unless you absolutely have to. That's my biggest. So, if the performance don't drop when being unplugged, that's a plus. That's a plus. I ain't gonna lie. Again, that's 22 hours of battery life. Now, is that 22 hours of just idling? Is that 22 hours of actual work? That's what I want to know in real world conditions. I will never hear the fans, You telling me I go play a game with ray tracing, the RTX all the way up. I'm pushing that thing to the limit, and I ain't gonna hear the fans. Now, I know she didn't say, let's see, for vast majority of workloads. Okay, so maybe not ray tracing all the way up. We ain't trying to see, like, every little detail, but, like, I'm just very skeptical. Very, very skeptical of a laptop. Especially a Mac. I will say that Space Black is sexy. That is one thing I will say is the MacBook Pro Space Black is sexy. I'm just gonna say, Ultraman would destroy Godzilla in a fight. I'm just saying. Ultraman go in there, he gonna boom, boom, bam, SPCM rate, dead. That, or he's gonna come in here and go, and use one of his SPCM discs to just slice right through Godzilla. Something. I'm telling you, Godzilla goes to, shoot a beam at him. You either gonna tank it, you gonna do a barrier. No, Ultraman whoops Godzilla. I will go down on that grave. 18 core, 16 core CPU, 40 core GPU, Thunderbolt 4. By the way, quick side note on Thunderbolt, that should be a staple going forward. So AMD, why does your goddamn motherboards not have Thunderbolt? You find them every now and then. Every now and then you'll find a motherboard with Thunderbolt. But it took me forever to get Thunderbolt on my goddamn system right here. I had to go and get a card from, I don't know. It's a Thunderbolt card. I had to get a Thunderbolt card to install and get the drivers working and all that, just so I could get Thunderbolt. So why the heck, AMD, do you not got Thunderbolt? And don't give me this, oh, it's an Intel proprietary. You telling me you can't work something out with Intel? You telling me you can't figure out your own version of Thunderbolt? Bullshit. It's the only reason I'm thinking about going Intel from next build is because of Thunderbolt.
16-inch MacBook Pro with the monumental performance of M3 Pro and M3 Max still starts at $24.99.
That's the starting price. Oh my god. You can sit there and say, yeah, it's the best selling all-in-one when you're the only company that does it. Of course, y'all gonna have the best selling all-in-one when these guys don't even advertise their stuff. Like, when's the last time you ever saw a commercial for an all-in-one Lenovo computer? Never. And if you tell me you did, you're lying. You all capping. You never did. Same thing with HP. When was the last time you saw an HP all-in-one commercial? You never did. So, okay, yeah, you're the best selling just because y'all advertise and y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all do have pretty good Apple Silicon. Apple Silicon, again, is still pretty good. But you can't sit there and brag about being the best when you're the only one that advertises.
Do things like send a message or answer a phone call right from your Mac. Or scan a document with your iPhone and watch it instantly appear. Altogether, the iMac experience is simply unrivaled. So that's the new iMac.
I'm just gonna say, if you have a Samsung device and you have a Samsung laptop, it does the same thing. So that ain't just some Apple experience. Samsung does it as well. So, yes. Oh my god, that's just so fucking much. It have to be the black. It has to be the black. I can't do anything other than the black. Select. Right? And now, if we were to max this out, how much would that be? 8 terabytes. Of course we want 8 terabytes. Magic Keyboard, yes, in English, please. Final Cut Pro, absolutely. Logic Pro, I don't know what Logic Pro is, but yeah, absolutely. How much is that? I don't know. Oh my god. $641 a month. $642 a month. Hey, that's more than my truck payment. That is a hell of a lot more than my truck payment. Oh my god. Hey, free and easy returns, trust me. Whew. Okay. Now. And I guess that's my biggest gripe. Like, okay, let's take this off because we really don't need that. We get that some other time, right? I go on Final Cut Pro, I can download it and pay it for another time, right? 8 terabytes of storage. Do I necessarily need 8 terabytes? No. Let's go 2, because that's what I got on my computer right here. It's what I'd expect. 128 gigabytes. Am I using this for gaming? No. Let's go 48. That's still just way too much to justify. It is way too much. And then this one has 14, and it's still way too much to justify buying. And then it drops me down to 36 gigs anyway. So to sum up my thoughts on the Apple event, I thought the event was pretty cool. I thought what they showed off was pretty cool. I thought the Apple Silicon's cool. I just cannot justify spending that much money on a laptop. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to keep following the dirt. No, I'm not following dirt. Right, that's another channel. Oh, that's another channel I'm making videos for. But follow the tech road.